In this lecture, we can learn about another topic, that is protocol layering. And in communication network, protocol layering is one important term which we need to understand, and its basics. Here we know that in every computer networks or in communication networks, we need to enable effective communication, and also the communication should be very reliable between two systems. So when we design a system and when we design or build a network, at that time we need to meet certain requirements. Based on that, we can able to ensure that once connected, the two systems can logically communicate effectively. So to deal with this kind of things, we need certain things which we need to assign for maintaining this implementation level. And here we talk about the term that is protocol layering. So when we think that communication is very simple, there we can assume simple way of data exchanging. And based on the layered architecture of the OSI model, we know that every system will be functioning in sender side as well as on the receiving side. So based on the content available, that is the task available, we need to split that one. So dividing the task between different layers, and which is called as a protocol layering. So protocol layering will enable us to complete the task very easily without having any hurdles, without making any much delay, and overall we can able to have a very effective communication, reliable communication. So here we have a diagram where it is shown that two friends, one is Maria and one is Anne. So they need to exchange data. That means they are communicating. So their way of communication, that will be considered when they are very close to each other, like when two friends are meeting very near. So the communication will be very simple. But when they are separated, and when they actually make the communication through phones, and at that time certain requirements are important, especially the logical state. So here only in this diagram we can able to say that whether these two people need any encryption or not, because communication should be very reliable. We need to maintain integrity, we need to maintain modularity. So here what is needed and what is not needed, that we need to assign. So based on the communication, based on the timing and duration, based on the effectiveness of the data, we can consider whether we need to provide any kind of encryption in the sending side as well as in the decryption in the receiving side. So in this kind of situation, and we say that regarding the secrecy, we have to maintain modularity within the systems. So now you are viewing the schematic approach, where one side one friend Maria and another side Anne, just like two friends, they are actually talking. So if while Anne was talking, Maria will be listening, and while Maria will be talking, Anne will be listening. So here we have three layers, and this layer will be functioning based on its protocol. In communication engineering, we know what is protocol. So set of rules which we govern data communication. So here when we look on the layers, so here in the first part, that is when Maria is sending a mail, so that is moving on. When Maria is actually talking, so that will be processed and that will be encrypted, and the plain text will be converted into cipher text, so that will be more safe, and this data will be sent just like sending a mail through the postal service. In the receiving side, what happen, layer 1 will be receiving the data, then it is found that it is a cipher text, and we need to do decryption in the receiving side. and the decrypted data will be taken back to the listener, that is Anne. So such a way we can able to ensure integrity of the data, security of the data, and overall we can able to sustain reliable communication. So in this principle of protocol layering, we can say that bidirectional communication, that is the first principle, where based on the task and based on the orientation of the message, what we need to do and what we not need to do, so that things we need to assign. Okay, so second principle here, we need to follow protocol layering in that two objects under each layer at both sides should be identical. So the identical nature we can see from the diagram itself, that is a layer 1 and both sides a layer 1, here also layer 1, here also layer 1, here layer 2, here also layer 2, here layer 3, here also layer 3. So each one based on who is sending and who is receiving, its process will be actually managed. And coming to the term of the logical connection, and here we say layer to layer communication logically should be done so that the two parties can able to have a very effective communication without a delay, and the data will be safe, and overall we can say we are maintaining a good reliable communication. So that's all in the class today.